I am here for the first ever Comic-Con panel for Burn Notice. And it is my pleasure to introduce our panelists, Ben Schenkman, Matt Nix, Alfredo Barrios, Jay Carnes, Seth Peterson, lastly but not leastly, Bruce Campbell.
Hello. I would like to explain why Burn Notice is here today at Comic-Con. Science fiction, fantasy, and horror, that's why. Here's the horror connection with Burn Notice. My character's name is Sam Axe. Science fiction. If you've ever been to Miami, you know that there's lots of aliens there. Fantasy. What does Burn Notice have to do with fantasy? Well, my character, Sam Axe, sleeps with an endless string of rich Miami women, and that's a hell of a fantasy to me. My good friend Matt Nix and I have had a very serious discussion because people will not stop asking about another Evil Dead movie. Matt has agreed to write a spy horror combo platter. Dead Notice.
Matt Nix, what can you tell us about Michael and Nate's father?
Michael's father did not burn him.
What are the most Bruce Campbell aspects of Sam Axe's personality?
I wear these stupid shirts even if I wasn't on the show. That's the first part. Second part, what's that's least like me?
Yeah.
My wife doesn't let me sleep with rich Miami women.
Can I just first say I think we should spend this time just asking Bruce questions?
Oh, no.
And letting him answer?
No.
Because it's like watching a rock star work the crowd. I'm sorry. What was the question? It's what makes Brennan a great villain? When Matt was first explaining this character to me, he said that the unique thing about Brennan, and it was, I believe, the first villain that fit this bill, he doesn't believe anything Michael Westen says to him. Even when he's maneuvered into a position where he can't do anything, Westen's got him and he's got to do what Westen wants him to, he still knows he's being played.
Tell us a little more about Strickler. He seems like he's a shady character, so give us a little more insight that you can without Matt killing you about Strickler.
Because I think Strickler's just come on, probably, right? Last week was the first one, so we haven't seen too much. But Matt said that one of the things that, when we were talking about the character, he said that one of the things that he enjoyed about Michael is that he was always able to smooth talk people into doing things that weren't really necessarily in their best interests and make it sound perfectly reasonable. And so that he thought it would be great to have a character that did that to Michael.
How has Michael and Nate's relationship grown since the start of the series, and how does that change your approach to playing Nate, the ne'er-do-well brother?
I remember when after the show first aired, I went and took a look at the notice board at USA, and they were like, "I hate that guy." What is with the goatee? You know, my next time in, maybe it was a couple episodes later, Michael says to Nate, "You shaved the ferret off your face," and I have a feeling that had a lot to do with the progression of the love, you know? I mean...
How is it playing in a show where you're going to be a super cool spy type person and do different characters each episode, like little bit characters?
Almost seriously. It's as fun as a job as an actor can ever have. That's what you hope for, is variety. I like the familiarity, and hopefully the audience does too, of seeing these people that you know every week. But then it's fun for an actor to play some jerk or an idiot or a moron, someone different. So it's like everything. It just mixes it up a little bit. We always appreciate it when the writers do that for us.
Hey, this is for you, Bruce. Are you going to ever settle down? But on your character.
Who are you
on the
talking
show.
to, ma'am?
You.
You're talking to me?
Yes, your
When am I-
character. Your character.
Oh, my character. I was going to say, ask my wife of 18 years if I'm going to settle down. Will Sam Axe ever settle down? Why? Why should he? He's still putting the hammer down, baby. Come on.
Could you two speak a little bit to the resources that you use to come up with all that resourcefulness that Michael exhibits on the show?
Yeah. Well, we have a consultant, actually, that is a former intelligence operative who is amazing at giving us a lot of ideas. But I would say the bulk of it is actually just stuff that you get on the internet, actually. It's probably the hardest thing to do as a writer on the show is write those voiceovers because they sound exactly like Matt speaks. It's weird, but you actually have to get into Matt's head to write them. But they're actually, when they work, they can be really awesome and terrific, but they're very, very hard. So.
I have to start by saying I'm sort of obsessed with this Dead Notice thing.
Starting to get the wheels turning.
Yeah.
In there, just a little bit.
There's a reason you want to fight a zombie with a chainsaw.
Can I say one thing? It's a very brief comment. I want all you techno geeks out there to understand. Matt Nix will not let digital explosions be used on this show. Right? We've all seen the video games with the cheap digital explosion. We've seen movies with the cheap digital explosion. Matt just blows shit up. He wants shit to blow up.
I think what is exciting for all of us when we do it is it's not the flame shooting out. It's not the car crashing into the other car. It's the way the rear view mirror just like kind of flipped off and then bounced and it does stuff because when the CGI guys sit down to do that, they don't go, let's have the rear view mirror flip 3 times and then go through the other windshield. They just don't do that. And that's the sort of thing that really sells the awesomeness of things running into each other. One of the explosions, it was in a couple weeks ago, that one of the explosions you saw on that when the house blows up, that one was actually a little bigger than we expected. It's called a simulated explosion, and you just blow out the windows and then you repair it and repaint and stuff. And so we simulated an explosion that knocked the house off of its foundation and split one of the exterior walls in 2. And knocked out 12 windows on the street.
He's laughing. You hear that? He's laughing.
But how awesome was it, guys?
It was good.
How awesome!
Good.
Yeah. As the show's gone on and as we've done sort of bigger and more fun things, I think we all start thinking, wow, we should crash 2 helicopters into each other. Maybe we need a movie budget. Would you people watch a Burn Notice movie?
I think that was a no. Thank you for watching. Because if you didn't, we would not be here right now. You would be in the ballroom over there looking at the new Twilight. So, thank you for your support. We appreciate it. Keep watching. And thank God it's free, huh? Who said I love you? Come up here. Come up here. That's it. I have no more money, so I don't care what you yell out. That's all I have to say.
Wow.